Larry Lincoln listeners, welcome on into the Larry Lincoln Show. It has been 2 weeks now. Can you believe that? Here's where I've been. I'll start it off with that. I've been on a cruise in the Caribbean, the wife, the 3 kids. We've been having an absolute blast. Oh, geez. Can you tell I'm a little bit rusty? 2 weeks and I'm already messing up words and we just started. But it was good. It was good to get away from the shithole hotel. It was good to get away from the craziness going on that the liberal media doesn't tell you. It was good to have a little bit of a break. It was good to have a little bit of a break. I implore you, if you can, if you're not getting taxed too much, if you're not getting all your money taken away from inflation, if you're not having to deal with the 70% increase in crime because of the liberal policies allowing all of these horrible people to live in the heart of our great city of Los Santos, take a little vacation. Let me tell you, it was a good time. We have a hell of a show for you today. I mean, 2 weeks we were gone. There's a lot to cover. But as always, we're going to keep it to that hour-length show. And as always, the phone line is open, 555-8535. But I'll just go ahead and get right into it. And I'll start off with a little bit of another personal thing. I decided to take a trip down to the hotel today. It's been 2 weeks. Maybe things have improved. Who knows? I don't think the liberals could improve anything. Oh, Larry Lincoln listeners, looks like we got our first caller. Let's take a little listen in. This is the Larry Lincoln Show. You're on air.
Amazing. Hello, Larry. I'm a big fan.
Good to hear from you, Puck. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Good. Oh, I'm great. I don't know if you heard. I just got back from the Caribbean on a cruise. It was lovely.
Oh, beautiful.
But I was using SPF 100 because I burn about and I turn about as red as a tomato. Let me tell you, if I'm staying out there too long, whoo!
Well, I'll tell you what, Larry. Talking about red, Larry.
Uh huh.
You didn't hear what happened, did you?
I didn't, but I saw a couple of your replies. Give me a little bit more information about it. Let's let everyone listening in, the Larry Lincoln listeners, fill them in of what you know.
Well, I mean, there was a full-scale land invasion of America launched by China. Full-scale, Larry. I really don't know how you've missed this.
I haven't heard a damn thing about it. I don't understand.
Neither do I, frankly. So it was just a normal day, going about my business, get an alert on my phone. Says, diplomacy has failed. What did it say? Girls, do you remember? I'm here with my 2 friends here. Gemini, say hello.
Oh, hello there, Gemini friends. Wait, I met those 2. They're the Saners, right?
Yeah, we are part of the post-punk band Cavity Shame. Yeah.
Nice to hear from you girls. I met you at that building in Sandy. I don't know if you remember. It was a while ago.
We were scrabbling around on the ground looking for liquor bottles.
That's exactly right. Yep, I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, so the governor of the state sent an alert to all of the phones in San Andreas saying that diplomacy has failed. PLA paratroopers are inbound.
Jesus Christ. So where are they then? Have they not landed yet, or?
Well, they did land.
Well, they did.
And the whole city had to fight. Supply drops were dropped across, arms were dropped across the city. I myself, Larry, had a fucking heavy machine gun, and I was shooting these men down. They were roaming the streets, Legion Square. They were roaming Legion Square with trucks with fucking miniguns on the back of them, Larry.
Holy shit! Did your Gemini people? Did you partake in that too? Did you defend this place?
We did. We ended up in a siege at the Sandy Medical for, I think, about 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, it's being dubbed the Battle of Alhambra Drive.
The
Even
battle
our DA,
wow.
I believe Phoebe Finch, was pinned down in an armored vehicle, and we had to help her. There was death squads coming for her.
So hold on a second. So we were invaded by Chinese military people. We defended, and we won, I guess, because we're still here?
Apparently so.
Good
there
Lord.
Seems to be some sort of IAA cover-up going on. Right. We asked our judges and the police and the rangers, and they said that there's not going to be any sort of press conference or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll make sure to
So
talk about
here's
it
what
on
I'm
here
thinking,
for sure.
Larry.
Yeah, go
Here's
ahead.
what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing, to me, fucking reeks. None of it makes sense. Personally, I don't think it was China at all, if you ask me.
Really?
Now, cut me down. I'm looking up in the sky right now, waiting for that drone to come and strike me, because what I'm saying here is controversial. I think this was an inside job. I think there was a reason that the government was nowhere to be seen. I think that there was a reason that the police fell apart at the first sign of aggression. I think this was all a plan. Probably something to do with the $10 gas prices.
Jesus Christ. So you're telling me that we got invaded, there was no military deployment from the U.S.?
No,
There was no show of force from the police to help out?
no.
The only reason that we were able to fight back the invasion is because of good Americans like yourself, the Gemini, and everyone else here in the city using their Second Amendment rights to defend us?
Oh, yeah, the brave citizens of San Andreas.
Good God. God bless you all for that. Holy shit. How does something like that get covered up? You know what? I'm going to make sure it doesn't get covered up. I met two people from Weasel News today who do journalism. I'm going to tell them to publish an article. We're not working together.
That's
I mean,
beautiful.
the fact that not even a statement from anybody, it's left me feeling scared, frankly, scared. Who's looking out for us?
As always in my career, I think the government, it's not looking out for us, especially currently right now. I don't know if you know about this. It's way less important than what you're talking about. But just last week, there was a federal law passed where they can take away things that you say on social media if they consider to be fake news.
That's terrifying, Larry.
Mm-hmm. Freedom of
Did
speech.
you hear about the court case today?
Yeah, tell me about the court case. No, I didn't hear about it.
If you're scared of that, then you must know the tyranny of Butters the Beaver.
I saw a post about that. Oh, yeah, tell me more.
So, there was a court case today, and the law has sort of ruled in favor of the rangers of San Andreas right now. If you are near any source of water, they can violate your Fourth Amendment rights and search you.
What the hell? For what reason? Are they thinking people are doing something to the water?
Well, their argument was that since there are endangered species in the lago outside the military base, they can, being aquatic, swim anywhere near any source of water.
Holy shit. Okay, let me get this straight. First of all, it's illegal to own a shotgun in this city. Now it's illegal to go near a body of water unless you want to get searched. What's next? I can't go to a building because there's going to be an endangered bird, so I'm going to get searched in case I shoot the bird? I mean, holy shit, where do they want me to live? Are they going to be throwing me out in a ship in the middle of the ocean? No, that's not good enough either. Before I board, they're going to search me too because there's endangered species in the ocean. Well, where else am I supposed to go? Maybe I'll live in the mountains. No, there's an endangered mountain goat right outside. Maybe I'm going to shoot that to survive. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame what I'm hearing.
What are we going to do about it, Larry?
It gets me heated.
What are we going to do?
I've been thinking long and hard about it because ever since I came to Los Santos, I've seen nothing but shit after shit after shit. And all I heard today was a whole big steaming pile of more shit. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, how do we have a government that cares so little about its people that they take 40% of our income all the time, every time we get a paycheck in taxes, and don't do anything except give back to the community that makes this city terrible through crime, through drugs, and then when we need them the most, we get invaded. They don't do anything. They let us defend for ourselves, but also taking away guns to defend ourselves. Something needs to be done, and it's something I can't say on the air. I'll say that.
Exactly, Larry. And once we got those supply drops of those guns that we all used to defend this great island of San Andreas, the day after the military came and they confiscated all of them.
Oh, good God. Of course they did. Of course they did.
They trusted us to defend this place, but after everything was said and done, it was all snatched away.
Hey, Puck, were you one of the leaders of the defense for the island, you and the Gemini? Were you guys the leaders, basically?
Oh, yeah,
or?
definitely.
All right. I think I have something that we can do. I'll be in touch, all right? I'll be in touch about that. But I can't say it on the air, but I appreciate you all bringing this to my attention because, good God, I feel like a hot pot of water boiling over, and there's a whole lot of steam coming off because I'm about to blow the whole damn roof off of Weasel News. It's pissing me off.
You let that steam out. Let them know, Larry. Let them know.
God damn. I mean, how much does it take? What needs to happen? Do we need the whole island blown up for them to screw their heads on straight?
We just want to drive our fancy American-made muscle cars, Larry, and they won't even let us.
Yeah, and then they want you to wear a seatbelt and follow speed limits, too. I mean, what's next?
I just want to smoke my cigarettes in the hospital, Larry. That's all I want.
You can't smoke a damn cigarette Jesus Christ. This country, it's completely upside. The courthouse, too? Oh, my
Huck
God.
was ejected. He was ejected for smoking a cigarette.
How about that, Larry? How about that? A day after defending this country with my blood and with lead, I took life for this country. A day later, kicked out of a courthouse for engaging with politics and engaging with justice for smoking a cigarette in the courtroom. Can you imagine? The fucking audacity.
You know what? This makes me almost want to crush my phone, but I can't do that because I need it for the show. So before I crush it, let me tell you, like I said, I have an idea. I think I know what needs to be done. And I think you guys are just the ones to help me get that. Larry Lincoln listeners, you're included too in that. You know, we'll find a way. You know, the Constitution was written for a reason. I'll leave it at that. Amendments are there for a reason. I'll leave it at that. But for the rest of it, I'll be in touch about that.
All right, beautiful, Larry.
Thank you, Larry.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for defending this country when not even the damn government will. It's a damn shame. I mean, the founding fathers did this for our freedom, for our independence, and then it gets all thrown away in the gutter like a pile of trash. But I digress. I'll be in touch, and stay safe out there. You know, they're definitely going to put a target on you now after saying all this on the show.
They're coming for me, Larry, but you know,
sure are.
I won't be silenced. If they get me, it's not suicide. Have that. There you go.
I mean, that's the thing with me. You know, being on a talk radio, if the talk radio show stops happening, it's not me. Yep. I'm not retiring anytime soon.
Yep.
All right.
Of course. Go with strength, Larry Lincoln.
No, God bless you all right? I'll take care and we'll talk to you soon.
God bless. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. I mean, what the hell is this country coming to? They're going to take away everything we can do. I mean, what do they want from us? They just want us to work, make money, and give it all to them? I mean, let me jump into my other story. Let me jump into what I was going to say, too, before they gave us a call. This damn hotel, I swear to you, it's the epitome of sin and everything wrong with this country. I come around the corner, I see a man overdosing on drugs, and there's an EMS and a police officer standing over him. So I walk by and I say, well, add that to the statistic, another drug overdose at the hotel. You know what the officer says to me? The officer says, that's so rude. Just like that, too. That was my impression. But I'll say, actually, you know, from my way, what she said. She said, that's so rude. She said, do you have any common decency? And I said, I sure do have common decency. I dress nice. I take care of my children. I go to church. You know what I don't do? I don't do drugs like that loser on the ground. Good riddance is what I say. Good riddance. Wasn't adding much anyways. Good Lord. That's how you know everything's real gone. They care more about that than an invasion of the city. You heard it here. Invasion of the city. And now they just want to kind of put it under wraps. I mean, for what? For what? It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Larry Lincoln listeners, we're going to go to a quick little ad break here, and then we'll be right back to check in on the voicemails of when I was gone on vacation. We'll see you in a bit, and enjoy these advertisements. They're brand new to the show.
Hey, Larry, it's good.
That was a voicemail. Let's jump into those advertisements. Is your car in need of a tow? Look no further than Blaine County Towing. Blaine County Towing has all your needs, whether it be your own car needing towed, whether it be a dirty, liberal, drug-using, living-at-home baby's car needing towed. Blaine County Towing has it for you. Larry Lincoln listeners, the number is 555-1672, and tell them Larry sent you. You tired of getting your meals in a war zone? Avoid the hotel, avoid the liberals, avoid all the drug overdosing bodies, and go down to Beachfront Barbecue, where a burger with a better bun is a better burger. Find them on Life Invader and tell them Larry sent you. Do you need your car fixed? Do you need to pick me up after a long day? Or are you just looking for some upgrades with some good, hard-working patriots? Look no further than Hobo Embassy with a kitchen, too. Good prices, good people, and proof that the American dream is still alive no matter how hard those liberals try to keep us down. Amen and God bless to them. When you get there, tell them Larry sent you.
On fire and ready to go out there, gonna tear it down. There is no one here who can stop me, never hit the ground. If it shows I'm weak inside, there is nowhere left to go. All I can do is run and hide. 'Cause I've been running this world without you, with no help at all, one way to fall, living this nightmare all through. What's new? I'll make it without you. Hold on, you know I can't help it if I drag you down. In a hard and lonely cold pulpit to defend the crown. If it shows I'm weak inside, there is nowhere left to go. All I can do is run and hide.
Larry Lincoln listeners, welcome back to the Larry Lincoln Show. Good to have you. Wait, what? Do you guys hear that? Is that fireworks? Oh, it sure is. Okay. I thought there was someone breaking into the station, and I got a little nervous for a second. And that reminds me, God damn, it's July 6th. Happy 4th of July. I'm sorry I missed it. Like I said, I was in the Caribbean on a cruise. Whoo! You should have seen the radio show they did. They actually did something a bit different this year. They did some fireworks. They did. They launched off a bunch of cool fireworks. It's really nice when it's really dark out there, especially in the middle of the ocean, you know. Not much light to interfere. The fireworks just look so much better. But anyways, they did a drone show too. You know, I'm old school when it comes to 4th of July. I love some good fireworks, but you should have seen the drones thing they did. It was pretty damn cool. It was pretty damn cool. They had these drones launch up in the sky, go into the form of an eagle, carrying the American flag, and then flying. He was flapping his wings and flying around. It was incredible. It was incredible. Hey, happy 4th of July to all you patriots out there. I mean, I'm sure the left-wing liberal media didn't say anything about the 4th of July. They probably said happy shithole day. Like I say every day about the hotel. Happy shithole day. But anyways, let's jump into some of these voicemails and see what we got. Here we go.
Hey, Larry, it's your pal Gary again. Well, man, I gotta tell you, I've been thinking about, them wind farms up there on the highway. And I mean, they're farming up all the wind, but where are they putting it? I mean, are they just stealing all the wind and keeping it for themselves? Is that why it's always so goddamn hot around here? It's a crime. I mean, someone should look into it. I mean, if they're going to farm up all the wind, people be talking about take the power back. We should take the power back. We got to find these warehouses full of all of our wind power and take it back for the people. I just thought I'd love to hear your opinions on that, Larry. Anyways, bye for now.
Hey, Gary, thanks for calling in. Now, Larry Lincoln listeners, that's a really good point if you ask me. So let's talk about that for a second, kind of dissect that voicemail. Wind farms. I'm sure you've all seen them, those big, giant turbine things on the freeway off to the right side when you're going up to Sandy. I don't know how I didn't think about that before. Wind farms. And you know what's even more interesting about that is I don't remember the last goddamn time I've had a breeze hit my face. Maybe they are really farming up that wind. I always thought, I just saw them and I thought, okay, it's one of those new green energy things that doesn't really do much. But what if that's what they're doing? What they're actually doing is they're taking the wind out of the ecosystem, taking it for themselves, and who knows what the hell they're doing with it. I mean, what could they possibly be doing by harvesting the wind? Does it lead to climate change? If anything, I think it'd help climate change. The wind's a little bit of a cooler, like nature giving you a fan. I love my fans. You two included, Larry Lincoln listeners. Oh, it was a good one. I just thought of that one right now. But wind farm, that's something I'm going to look into, Gary. I appreciate you letting me know about that, and I'll definitely have some information on you next time. Hey, Lucas, get that going. Write that down. Get some research going on that. Get the team going. Thank you very much for that call. Let's jump to the next voicemail.
Hey, Larry, it's Gary once again chiming in, and I gotta say, I was listening to your show the other day. You're talking about memory foam mattresses taking their memories. That would explain a lot, man. I mean, I have a lot of time between my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, my 50s, my 60s, my 70s. But there's a lot of time missing, man. I mean, I think you're right. Once again, I gotta tell you, you're right. I'm forced to because I think I have a lot of memories have been stolen by these mattresses. And I mean, we gotta find out who to talk to about this, man. You gotta get some kind of investigator on your staff. We got all these mysteries going on. If they're gonna steal my memories, why don't you steal the memories of my ex-wife so I don't have to cry at night anymore? That would be a goddamn relief, I tell you what. But you know what? I digress, Larry. I'd love to hear your thoughts once again. I mean, you're the only one preaching the truth out there, man. The only source of news I trust.
Well, hey, Gary, thanks for leaving that other voicemail. And I gotta agree with you. Like I said last time we did the memory foam segment, it's true. I mean, they put it right there in the name. Same thing with those smart beds. Those smart beds, they're thinking. They're putting things together. They're learning about you. They're taking all of that information that they can gather about you, and they're selling it off to those left-wing liberal-run corporations who then invest in whoever's going to be on the liberal side of the politics. And it's just a damn circle where everybody's making money on us hard-working patriots. And like I said last time, the memory foam. You're missing memories from your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, and your 60s. My God. I mean, I don't even know what you remember at this point, Gary. Goodness gracious. That's why I don't do memory foam mattresses. And here's something, I guess. If you remember this, I suggest getting rid of that memory foam mattress right away. I mean, if it's taken that many years of your memories, these companies, they've probably made, I don't know, $40, $50 million on your memories. Because you know what they do with those memories? They see everyone you interact with. They see everyone you've seen, listen to everything that you've listened to. And they use that to fuel their marketing and how they try to put out their ideologies and their indoctrinations for those universities. I know my listeners love the indoctrination language, but that's what they do. These universities, they just take all this information. The corporations take all this information, the businesses, the government, and what they do is they just give us these products that takes even more. Be safe out there, Gary, all right? Get rid of the memory foam. Get yourself a nice spring mattress. There's never anything wrong with those. Never anything wrong with those. Good old American manufacturing and ingenuity, and they just threw it all away for memory foam to try to steal information from us. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this government than we need a different one. We need a different one for sure. We need a government that looks after the small businesses that the patriots open up. We need a government who takes away taxes from us, lets us enjoy our lives, put more money back into the economy. But all we have now is a government who takes our money, invests into these programs for nobody who's lazy, does drugs and all these different things, and it leads us nowhere but into a horrible shithole place with crime, like it is right now. Whew. Just had to get that one off my chest. All right, let's jump on into social media and look at our post for the day for the Larry Lincoln Show. I put out a poll. Let's take a little look here and see if we got any engagement with it on Life Invader. And that's another thing I put out there. I'm sure you found the show through there, but if you didn't, the Larry Lincoln Show on Life Invader, That's where you need to find me. So today's poll was the virus outbreak that happened an accident or a left-wing liberal cover-up eating the grass the biased news feeds them? If you ask me, I'd say it's a whole bunch of grass those liberals were eating right up. Oh, a disease, an outbreak? Oh, wait, it's an accident. Good thing it's safe now. They're just trying to keep you inside. They're trying to keep you away so they can cover something up. That's the damn truth about it. Let's see the comments here. No, it's just comments about the invasion that we talked about at the start of the show that I still can't believe that happened. I still can't believe our government sat by with the military and the police and did absolutely nothing while we were getting invaded. That just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. But we have a special guest coming on the show today, too. His name is, here, let's find it. For some reason, I can't remember. His name is, should be right, Kareem Saint. He's hotel security. Yeah, the hotel that we've always talked about on the Larry Lincoln Show. And he's going to give us some inside information about the hotel. Let's see if he's available. Well, it's raining. Let's see if he picks up. Come on now, Kareem. All right, I'll send him a text. Looks like he's busy. All right. Jumping to the next segment over here. We have, oh wait, hold on. I think I may have know why. Let me try one more number here. Never mind. Same one. Okay. Yeah, let's jump back into Life Invader. There's some interesting things going on. So just today when I was scrolling through Life Invader, I saw a poster with a picture showing that there's radioactive barrels in the water. Radioactive barrels. Now, what does that mean? I think it means that there's something going on. I mean, you see all this talk and articles coming out all the time about climate change and how we got to drive all these electric vehicles. They've actually banned gas-powered leaf blowers. Can you believe that? Gas-powered leaf blowers, you're not allowed to use them anymore. They're too polluting to the environment. Well, I mean, what's coming up next? Good old American muscle cars? Like we were just talking about Gemini? I mean, it's ridiculous. But anyways, so they talk all this about climate change. Saying that, oh, it's getting hotter here in Los Santos. Oh, you can't drive a gas car anymore. Oh, you need to watch out for what you're doing for pollution. Meanwhile, they're dumping radioactive waste barrels in the water that we're drinking. Not only the water that we're drinking, the water where people are fishing. And then you know what they do is they give you free health care so they can send you to a doctor who doesn't tell you the truth because his pockets are getting lined with your tax dollars. It's a damn circle. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. You know, I get it. You know, we know here on the Larry Lincoln Show I get a little bit passionate, but come on. How obvious do they have to make it? This damn government. This damn government. You know, like I was saying at the start of the show, Larry Lincoln listeners, something needs to be done. Something needs to be done because this America ain't the same one that the founding fathers created. This America ain't the same one the founding fathers created. I could tell you that for sure. I could tell you that for damn sure. Ugh. All right, moving on. Moving on. Right now we're scrolling through Life Invader because there's a few things I wanted to talk about. First off with that beaver one, but there's another one. Oh, yeah, here it is. Here it is. So I saw this post, the tag, and I won't say the account. I won't say the account. But I saw this post of a cake that was all black with skulls on it, and then there was rainbow inside. Yeah, sounds like a bunch of mental illness. I mean, if you ask me, I mean, how else are we going to put it? This country's going off. This country's going off a cliff. If you told all these liberals who've been to college, got their degrees, to jump off a cliff, and then you wore a little badge around your neck that said university professor, I guess I'll say that. Yeah, okay, well, let's go a step further. Your badge around your neck says philosophy, professor of philosophy, and you said, "Hey, students, today we're going to practice jumping off a cliff." They all would. I mean, that's how in the dark these people are. These people are so dense. They go to college, they get indoctrinated with all this liberal ideology, and then they sit in a dark room with a teeny little slit in the door, and they can't see anything except for someone who comes to the door and says, "Hey, here's your daily dose of grass, daily dose of liberal news. Go ahead and eat up and read up, and we'll be good." I mean, just at the start of the show, when we did our first show, we talked about an article coming out of Liberty City where there's a vegan underground. Just to remind everybody, I'm sure the Larry Lincoln listeners remember, but a vegan underground. Yeah, you heard that. So this vegan underground is a team of botany majors, not just any botany majors. You said, "Oh, Larry, we know about plants. We've been learning about plants since we even started farming long time ago." But this is something different. It's a subsection of botany called botany psychology. Yeah, botany psychology. So these people graduated with their degrees in botany psychology, and they did some sort of research that led them to believe, supposedly with proof, I'm doing quotes right now with my fingers if you could see me, supposedly that lettuce has feelings. You heard that? Lettuce has feelings. Yep. It can feel things. That's what they think. So not only do these vegans not eat meat because of hurting animals, now they can't eat lettuce? What the hell are they going to eat? I mean, what are they going to do? Are they just going to be on like an IV feed of some sort of nutrients straight into their vein? Might as well hook up a daily dose of liberal in that IV too. I mean, what's next? Anyway, so getting back to the cake. What does that even mean? You're rainbow inside, but skulls and evil on the outside? I mean, good Lord. Are we approaching the rapture? I mean, I go to church every Sunday, Larry Lincoln listeners, and more am I thinking that the rapture is almost upon us. I think something's coming. I think something's coming. All right, wait, we're going to go to a quick break. We'll be coming back with the rest, little wind-up piece of the radio show today. And remember, if you want to call in, 555-8535. We'll see you in a minute. Enjoy the advertisements. And just to remember, you're listening to the Larry Lincoln Show. Is your car in need of a tow? Look no further than Blaine County Towing. Blaine County Towing has all your needs, whether it be your own car needing towed, whether it be a dirty, liberal, drug-using, living-at-home baby's car needing towed. Blaine County Towing has it for you. Larry Lincoln listeners, the number is 555-1672, and tell them Larry sent you. You tired of getting your meals in a war zone? Avoid the hotel, avoid the liberals, avoid all the drug overdosing bodies, and go down to Beachfront Barbecue, where a burger with a better bun is a better burger. Find them on Life Invader and tell them Larry sent you. Do you need your car fixed? Do you need to pick me up after a long day? Or are you just looking for some upgrades with some good, hard-working patriots? Look no further than Hobo Embassy with a kitchen, too. Good prices, good people, and proof that the American dream is still alive no matter how hard those liberals try to keep us down. Amen, and God bless to them. When you get there, tell them Larry sent you.
On fire and ready to go out there, gonna tear it down. 'cause I've been running this world without you. But now I've got all one way to fall, living this nightmare all through. What's new? I'm making without you. But now I've got all one way to fall, living this nightmare all through. What's new? I'm making without you. I'm making without you.
Larry Lincoln listeners, welcome back into the Larry Lincoln Show. I hope you enjoyed the advertisements and a little bit of that good rock and roll. I love that sound so much. It's really grown on me. You know, when I came out to Los Santos and became a part of Blaine County Radio, they were like, Larry, what kind of song do you think would be good for your show? And I said, well, you know, let's hear some options. And man, this one really has stuck with me. I love it. I sure do love it. So, Larry Lincoln listeners, been a good show. It's been, you know, I enjoyed my 2-week vacation, but my God, is the work ready for me here in Los Santos too. There has been so much that has happened. The invasion, the 4th of July, that like virus outbreak thing, the court case thing where they can just search, you know, for going to the water. The news about the social media. I got to talk about that too. So I mentioned that in the phone call kind of near the start of the show, but it's true. There's a federal law now that if you post fake news on social media, they can take it away and delete it, what you said. That's right. That's right. You're not allowed to say anything that's not true on social media now. They'll just delete it straight up. How that doesn't break the First Amendment, I don't know. And you may think, well, Larry, you're just saying that. That's not true. There's no way they could have passed something like that. It's true. All you right now on your little smartphones, go ahead and take a look. I speak nothing but the truth here on the Larry Lincoln Show. As I told you, ever since I started this show 15 years ago now, everything I say is the truth. Always will be. Always has been. Oh, but I digress. I got one more story for you. Just one. Another article about the vegans. You know, I try to give my roundabout way of talking about everybody, make it equal. But this one was just too much to pass up on, and it's kind of a little bit funny. So, when I was on the Caribbean cruise, I got a text from my buddy named Frank. And he sent me this article with a couple laughing faces, and I couldn't help but laugh myself too. I even showed my wife Lisa, and she was cracking up. The kids, they were out in the pool. They don't really understand what I do. All they think is I talk into a microphone and I get paid. I mean, well, once they're old enough, I'll tell them the truth, as Larry Lincoln does. Anyway, so this article, the title of it, Vegans Taking Showers Kills Microorganisms. Yep. Vegans taking showers kills microorganisms. So here's basically what's going on. The article, I'll summarize it for you so you don't have to read it. It's about 25 pages in length. I don't know why they needed that long to say about this, but I'll summarize it for you in about maybe 5 sentences, maybe 6. So basically, the vegans, you know, the peace lovers, tree huggers, they think that taking a shower is killing microorganisms. So, you know, putting 2 and 2 together, they've stopped taking showers. Mm-hmm. That's right. I mean, it writes itself. I don't even have to be creative. These news stories, these jokes, they all write themselves. They do. So basically, these vegans have come together, spoke out, and did an interview for this article where they're saying that everyone should stop taking showers because it's killing microorganisms. Yep. Yeah, so basically, they're walking around showerless. And the article was written probably about 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks now they haven't been showering because it's saving microorganisms' lives. I didn't see them shed a tear. when people were getting killed in the military invasion that happened the other day, that's getting covered up. And they're partaking in that cover up too by not speaking out. Like I said, sheep in the dark eating the grass. Good sheep, keep on eating. Indoctrinated. Yep, that's what happens when you go to college. Indoctrination. Larry Lincoln listeners, I'm going to get that on a shirt for you one day. That's a key word right there. I just don't get it. I mean, what's next? Now we probably can't drink water anymore. I mean, we can't eat lettuce anymore. Can't drink water. You got to drive an electric vehicle. They're harvesting wind from us. They're saying there's climate change when it's been 75 and sunny for 30 years. They're making us sleep on memory foam mattresses and taking all of our memories, and even the smart beds too, thinking, listening to us, passing it all on to the government, on the corporations, selling our data, along with the phones too, and then they charge us 40% of our income, every single paycheck, going to all this tax to pay for all this free housing and free healthcare so they can tell you where to go to the doctor, fill the doctor's pockets with money, and not tell you what's wrong with you so they can keep control on you and make you not free to do whatever the hell you want. Whew. I felt good. Been 2 weeks away from doing this, and I feel like I was missing something, but damn, it's good to be back. It is damn good to be back. Larry Lincoln listeners, I'll give you a couple more minutes here if you want to call in and talk about anything. 555-8535. It is good to be back. I missed you guys. You know, I missed all those hardworking patriots out there just trying to survive. We're just trying to make the most of our lives in a country that's trying to hold us down. Country that's trying to make us work so hard that all we can think about is providing and working and nothing else. And just let them do whatever the hell they want. But that's not going to happen because you have someone like me and you have all those good patriots like yourselves out there who know what America's all about. It's a country that was built on a dream for freedom for everybody. Equalness of opportunity, and by God, we're going to keep it that way. Or if it's almost gone like it feels like it is, we'll try to get it back. I mean, Constitution amendments are there for a reason, right? I mean, the Founding Fathers put them there for a reason. They sure did. They sure did. Well, looks like the phone lines are staying quiet, right, Lucas? Got anybody holding? All right. Well, Larry Lincoln listeners, that's the show for today. We appreciate you tuning in. 2 weeks without you, goodness, I was missing you, but I was enjoying the cruise. You know, I was sitting out there drinking pina coladas, looking out over the ocean, looking at all the great things out in the Caribbean. But I was using SPF 100 because if I don't, whoo, I get looking like a lobster. Oh, no. I shouldn't have said that one. Now you're going to start saying Larry the Lobster. Or am I just telling you to? Don't be a sheep. Don't be a sheep, Larry Lincoln listeners. Hey, we got to keep it a little bit lighthearted, too. We got to keep it a little bit lighthearted because in a world, in a city so much full of negativity like this, all we have is each other. You know what? We have each other, we have our families, we have our dream of what America should be. Y'all stay tuned next time we get on for a show. I'm going to get something ready to go, and I hope y'all join me in what needs to be done. I know you will. You faithful listeners, Larry Lincoln listeners, you're always there for me, you're always supporting me, and we'll get that American dream back. We'll make America the way it used to be, and we'll live up to what the Founding Fathers envisioned this country, all right? All right, hey, enjoy the night, enjoy the evening, smoke a cigarette, drink a beer for me, eat a steak, all right? And eat some lettuce, too. You know what? Why not? Eat some lettuce. The lettuce doesn't have feelings. I'll say it now. The lettuce doesn't have, that's a whole bunch of shit. That's a whole bunch of shit. Larry Lincoln listeners, thanks for listening to the Larry Lincoln Show. We'll catch you next time, and God bless.
On fire and ready to go out there, gonna tear it down. There is no one here who can stop me. Never hit the ground. I've been